Hello and welcome to what is the final farewell episode of the box seat as we here at Perth Racing transition into our brand new medium called the Chute, launching hopefully this Saturday. But for racing on Wednesday the 7th of July 2021, we simply have fingers crossed that we're going to race because it is very wet and woolly out there in Perth at the moment. The track condition, well, we're looking at a heavy 8, heavy 9, heavy 10. Hopefully we can go ahead because the rail is at 13 metres. The conditions are going to be showery, cold and wet, and race number 1 is the Glenroy Chaff Maiden, where we go and back to watch the second place effort of Take Me Home Tonight.
Tonight leads by a length. Out wide, Ornamental Bill goes around Meet Joe Black. Now Stylax angling back to the inside, coming with a burst. Then Comanche Chant just peachy down the centre. She's a Sweet Deal behind them. Take Me Home Tonight in front, but not for long. Stylax swept up the inside, shot to the front from Take Me Home Tonight. Now She's a Sweet Deal's coming, but Stylax, off that impressive performance at Pinjarra, is going to go a few better.
The last time this filly stepped out, she was run down late by a plunge horse in Stylax, but she went around for Justin Warwick. She now joins her new yard, having gone through a recent dispersal sale, and she joins Martin Allen. Chris Parnham rides from the inside gate. She's a proven wet tracker. She comes back to 1,000 metres, and I think this looks like a bit of a match race on paper between herself and the debutante Pepper Assault. So with the race fitness and experience on her side, I'm going with Take Me Home Tonight to break through in race number 1, number 7. Number 9, Pepper Assault, is a filly by Sessions on debut. What we do know about the Sessions stock is they love wet tracks. So while she strikes a heavy track on debut, I think she'll get through the going. And with William Pike aboard, she's the logical danger. Then the Parnham pair, 8 Even Magic and 4 Missile. Even Magic disappointing first up, and Missile resuming first up, no trial. My numbers in race number 1, 7, 9, 8 and 4. Race number 2, Morley Growers Market Plate, 1,200 metres for the 2-year-olds, the first of 2 split 2-year-old divisions at the 1,200. We're going to watch the recent trial victory of Big Ideas and the second place getter American Troop, who was also on debut.
Under pressure, Madam She in the straight. Gorgeous Gossip on the inside. The outside is Tipsy Angel trying to join in his Big Ideas. An inside run for Madam She, and down the outside is American Troop. But Madam She goes through on the inside to join Gorgeous Gossip. He fights hard though. Here's Big Ideas down the outside along with American Troop. Big Ideas, American Troop come together. Big Ideas just in front. Big Ideas beat American Troop.
They were both pretty good trials here. In fact, they're both going to be top 4, top 5 propositions in what looks to be a fairly deep and open 2-year-old race. I thought Big Ideas from the draw might just have the edge over American Troop, but again, they're both winning chances in what looks to be a wide open event. I'm going with a fellow debutante here, a colt from Brock Luthwaite's yard called Seeable, number 7. The recent trial victory was emphatic at 950 metres, and while I do prefer my maiden gallopers, my debutantes going from a 950 trial into a 1,000 metre race, I do think that this colt has a fair bit of upside. From what we've seen in his 2 campaigns, he should take a bit of beating on debut, and he might even be able to work his way to the top, number 7, Seeable. Well, the race fitness might prove very, very profitable throughout this meeting on Wednesday with our bottomless heavy track that we are forecasting. With Holly Watson's claim, Vranyo gets a little bit of weight relief, and while she's gone around a beaten favourite at her last 2, I think she's getting closer and closer to breaking through number 9. Number 10, Kelly's Lassie. No luck at all for Joe Kelly on Saturday at Kalgoorlie. Hopefully this galloper at return can get a really nice run from the inside draw and prove to be hard to beat. Number 3, our replay horse Big Ideas, and of course number 1, American Troop, also from that trial, also a live chance in a wide open race, race 2, where my numbers are 7, 9, 10 and 3. Race number 3, Tab Touch Better Your Bet Plate, again for the 2-year-olds, again at 1,200. We're going to watch the second placing effort in a Saturday 2-year-old race of Wide's Words.
For the judge first over Frosted Star on the outside, and over on the outside of those now called upon here is Starring Night with its run. Down the outside is Search and Rocks, who's coming with a really good turn of acceleration. Wide's Words kicking. Search and Rocks though gathers it up with 100 left to go. Wise Words and Search and Rocks. Search and Rocks surges clear, getting into third late, Vogue's Choice, but Search and Rocks came away.
Wise Words is a filly by Zoo Star who really has put the writing on the wall in a few runs in this preparation. She's been bouncing between Saturday racing and Wednesday racing. She's bouncing between going back and going forward. I think they have found the key to her here. Use her gate speed, use her toughness. And I think here, if she does get it cheap for a furlong or two in the middle stages, she might well just start skipping clear at the top of the home straight. And if she can handle the rain-affected track, then I think she'll be pretty hard to beat here. Number 7 in Wise Words. 1 Hear Me Sing, half-brother to the stakes winner, multiple stakes winner, and stablemate Watch Me Dance. Showed a lot of promise in an early campaign, but does have a wide draw to overcome. Number 2, Saintly City, who comes out of a high-rating 2-year-old race. It's the form behind Beads, it's the form behind Storm Commander. Number 6, It's a Ray Day, on debut from Simon Miller's yard. Not knocked around in a recent trial, Paddy Carberry rides. Watch the marketplace with Simon Miller's juveniles. Where there's smoke, there's normally fire. My numbers in race number 3, 7, 1, 2 and 6. Race number 4, Peninsula Dining Room Handicap for the 3-year-olds. And what looks to be a pretty deep race. We're going all the way back to February to watch the last start run of the grey, Gunmetal Grey, but also of a fellow returning filly here in Hot Mix, who will be very much hard in the market.
Led the way only a half a length, Gunmetal Grey, who's testing it. They've kicked away from Hot Mix and down the outside, Trade War from Nobel Lawrence. Hot Z is the leader, Gunmetal Grey sticking on, but it's Hot Z in front. Nobel Lawrence is kicking through on the inside. It now is the danger to Hot Z. Hot Z's clinging on from Nobel Lawrence, and Hot Z did it from Go to Woe. Hot Z has...
That was Gunmetal Grey running 3rd, and also Hot Mix running 5th of 5, but it has turned into a really good form reference, that. Hot Z, the winners, won another 3 since. The second horse, Noble Lawrence, also a winner. So while these 2 fillies return here from pretty moderate trials, I think they'll definitely be in the finish. It's another wide open race at Belmont Park. Again, I'm sticking with the first up theme here. A filly that's first up, no trial, from the informed Neville Parnham's yard, fresh off a treble last weekend and a double on Saturday. I'm going with his filly here in Smashing, who contested some of the features for the 3-year-olds when last in work, but notably was a first up 1200 metre winner. So I'm going to go with that formula again here. First up 1200, small field should suit, a versatile filly who can race forward or rearward. I'm going to go with her as the winner at her return. Number 5, Smashing. Number 2, Gunmetal Grey. Number 4, Hot Mix, both from that trial that replay that we watched back in February. And number 7, Giancana, back to trial since her last start flop. And flop was an underestimation. She was in a dead heat with the ambulance. My numbers in race number 4, 5, 2, 4 and 7. Race number 5, Amelia Park Lodge Handicap, a Class 1 1200 metre event. A lot of different clashing form lines here. We're going to go to the last start midfield effort, and it's around 2 months ago for the filly STARLIFT.
In the middle, worked upon by Pikers. They'd straighten up, travelling well enough. Had to zig and zag a little, went back inside the heels of Man of the Hour. Merryvale Magic getting right up towards the inside, said no one ever hit the front from Taxi. Over on the outside, Man of the Hour, and then came English Heritage, followed by STARLIFT, and down the extreme outside is Shawati Wadi, finishing brilliantly. Shawati Wadi under the arches, closing them down. Shawati Wadi, it went home the best. Shawati Wadi got there from...
Here's a form line we've seen quite a lot of since. Danny Morton trained the trifecta there, Shawati Wadi, Man of the Hour, and Said No One Ever. So it has been good, strong winning form, and it's turning into stronger Wednesday, weaker Saturday type of form here. So for STARLIFT, who resumes here off the back of a freshen up for 3 kilo claimer Jet Stanley, from an inform yard in Paige Kenny, who's training a lot of winners at the moment, you'd have to suggest here that STARLIFT is definitely in and amongst the placings. In fact, I have her top 4 for sure. I am, however, going to tip with the top weight here, returning from a spell, Keep Your Feet. A horse that's only won once from 10 or 11 outings, but has definitely raced in much, much stronger grade. Go through all the runs last campaign. They're all 3-year-old plates or graduation races against the older horses. And after the claim for Holly Watson, I think gets in quite well weighted in a wide open Class 1 event. So while he's drawn wide, he can settle 3 deep with cover, and he has shown a very good turn of acceleration. His best is good enough to win this, and if he brings it, I think he'll be hard to beat. Number 1, Keep Your Feet. Number 10 in Western Rhythm, Willie Pike on, blinkers on first time. Pretty forgiving of the first up run where she was wide the trip, no cover. Number 7, our replay horse there in STARLIFT, who certainly wasn't disgraced in what was a pretty strong Class 1 that day at Northam. And number 12, Next Best, Gorgeous Gossip, a 2-year-old taking on the older horses, which we do start to see from time to time at this time of year. I thought her recent trial wasn't too bad. My numbers in race number 5, 1, 10, 7, 12. Race number 6, C Corp Handicap, 1650 metres here, a Class 1 event. We go and watch a last start maiden victory in the Cerise and White. Bob and Sandra Peters, Grant and Alana Williams, William Pike. This is Dark Lass.
And it's Buster Bash who leads them for home from Skater Boy. Captain cuts down near the inside, followed by Auntie. Now Pike goes to work here on the favourite, coming down the outside, Dark Lass. Inside the 200, Buster Bash kicking well. Buster Bash the leader by a length and a half. Dark Lass really has to dig, but Buster Bash finds Dark Lass comes, grabs it on the line. Thought it might...
Looks as though she's going to take a step every single time she goes to the races. She's a filly by Redout's Choice out of Dark Miss, so you know that the distance will be no worries for her. Grant and Alana Williams are starting to take these horses from class to class to class at the moment. Crescent City, from a maiden into a graduation. We saw on the weekend just gone, Real Charisma, a Class 1 into a 3-year-old handicap. So they can definitely do it here with Dark Miss, and she can overcome that wide gate. By the time we get to race 6 on Wednesday, on a heavy 8, heavy 9 or heavy 10, it might be right placed, right time as well. So she's definitely one of the horses to beat here, Dark Lass should I say. But I'm going with top weight here. I think very well placed back into Class 1 company. It's Dad's BIGHEADED for the yard of Jeff and Fenella Martin. Going through the last 2 runs, ran a midfield race into 4th or 5th placing in a Class 3, and a tough race to dissect a couple of starts ago behind Native Chimes. Most recently was right there in the thick of it behind the likes of Trade 'em In, Truly Reliable and Sunsphere. Really good winning form in 3-year-old No Metro win last year grade. So for me, back to a Class 1, number 1, one of the better bets on the program, Dad's BIGHEADED. Number 5, Pambella. Couldn't tell you the last time we've seen this mare in Class 1 company. Have to go a long, long way back, probably to when she broke her maiden. It is a long time ago, but she's racing exclusively tougher than this. The replay horse there in Dark Lass, no doubt she'll be steaming at them late. And number 2, Chaluke. Blinkers go on, good strong maiden win, really good effort last start from a long way off them. My numbers in race number 6, 1, 5, 8 and 2. Race number 7, Crown Perth Plate, 1400 metres, Class 3 level. We're going to watch another dominant display by the filly, Sketter.
Validation last is Go Bella. Gold Merit straightened up at the 350 from Blue Horse, laying down the gauntlet. Here comes Star Storm, although wanting to lay in. Back on the inside, Bred to Flirt. Sketter's winding up as well. 150 to go. Gold Merit regains the lead. Bred to Flirt. Now Sketter. It's Sketter driving right up on the inside to grab the lead for Bo Banovic Edwards, and Sketter scraping the Dulux. Too good. Sketter beat Bred to Flirt.
Back-to-back victories for Sketter this campaign, both on soft 6 tracks, both at 1300. A maiden down at Pinjarra Park and last start at Belmont there in replay. She goes from a Class 1 up into a Class 3, but after Bo Edwards' claim, she gets in again with 55 kilos. She'll have to come around them deep this time after she's been taking the cutaway rail at her last 2. But I love the way this filly's going through the grades at the moment. I love the way that all the horses from Fred Kersley's yard are progressing. And I like the way that Bo Edwards is riding, so I don't see the reason why Sketter can't make it 3 from 3 this preparation and stamp herself as a Saturday filly in the making, number 8. Number 2, Time Scale. What do you do with this filly? You go back 2 starts ago, she went around odds on, she was very moderate. Last start she went around at any old odds against the older horses in a graduation, only pipped on the post by Secret Statue. Her best is good, her worst is moderate. She's definitely a top 4 chance though, number 2, Time Scale. Number 1, Mood Goddess resumes here, first up at 1400. She's got really good top-end form, along the likes of some listed 3-year-old fillies. Didn't quite come up when last in work. Maybe that's harsh, but I did expect something a bit better from her. And number 9, down to Divine Quest, Class 5 back to Class 3, ever consistent type, and proven time and time again in the wet. My numbers in race number 7, 8, 2, 1 and 9. Race number 8, Key Clean Handicap, a 60 plus 2,000 metre event. We're going to go back and watch the second placing effort in a 66 plus Saturday race of GUNNAGO.
put the acid test to the leader, and Tin Snip and Megazone have booted clear of GUNNAGO. So War, British Bessie. Further back in the field is Sluice Box. Don't like the others at this point as Tin Snip reaches the lead. So War, GUNNAGO. They're starting to charge down the outside, and so is Sluice Box. 50 from home. Tin Snip's the leader from GUNNAGO. So War, Sluice Box. Tin Snip clinging on. Tin Snip. Tin Snip.
Going back through all the form of GUNNAGO throughout the years, he's a horse that's won a 78 plus. He finds himself here in a 60 plus. He's a winner on a heavy 8 on a track that's guaranteed to be in the heavy category come the last race at Belmont on Wednesday. And while he's never won past a mile, he's placed in 72, 78 plus grade at 2,000 metres and beyond. I think this is his race here, number 1 GUNNAGO, and these older horses are having a wonderful time of it at the moment coming back in grade. Number 1 GUNNAGO in the last. From 6 ARAGAIN, who tipped into last start. A lot of people did. She was a big market mover. Didn't fire a solitary shot. Blinkers come off. Sean O'Donnell goes on. We'll definitely be following up on the mare. Number 3, Lady Duckworth. If you go back and watch her victory on a soft 7, she absolutely lapped them. And number 8 next best, Celtic Diva. Our numbers in race number 8, 1, 6, 3 and 8. Best bets on the Wednesday, 7th of July program 2021 at Belmont Park. Race 6, number 1, Dad's BIGHEADED, into the filly. Race 7, number 8 in Sketter. Thank you for watching the box seat over the years on behalf of everybody that's presented on this program. It's been a long, long time, the box seat, right back to the Marty Young, Wes Cameron days, through to Mark Olmos, Adam McGrath, Matt Kelly, Mark Warwood. There's been a lot of hosts all the way through to Brittany Taylor and myself. We'd like to thank every single person out there that has watched the box seat. And make sure you tune in on Saturday to have a look at the new program called The Shoot.